Welcome back to GIMP Activity 3. This is video 4. What we're going to be doing in this video is dealing with the blur. So as you know, our modern cameras are amazing. They have amazing high-tech zoom and focus and all that good stuff. But old-timey cameras weren't that good. So to make this look a bit more authentic, we're actually going to add a blur to it. So again, your video or your image should look something like this. I went back and I added in some more of my dodge and blur. So it should look something like this, but just to again make it look very obvious, I am going to open the original. Okay, so this is my original. You should be doing it in your picture. Okay, so once again, we're going to go to Tool this time, and not Tools. We're going to go to Filter, and when you see Blur, we have a couple of different choices for blur. We're going to use Gaussian blur. The reason we're going to use it is that it gives us this nice little bar here. So what we can do is we can adjust the blur. So obviously that's a crazy amount of blur, and that's not a lot of blur. Alright, so 0 blur, too much blur. Okay, so what we're actually going to do is, if you look at our objective, is we want to blur between 1 and 2, but let's try out 1 first. So if you notice, the X and the Y are actually both linked together. So this is my blur for X and Y, what at level 1. So let me go to 2. It's a bit too much. 3 obviously is even more, so that doesn't look like anything we'd want to deal with. So let's bring it back to 1. What I can actually do is actually type in a number. I'm going to try 1.5. It's still a bit too blurry for my taste. I'm going to make it 1.3. It's a bit better. Alright, so once you're done that, you can click OK. Now what you can do is, if you want to see how much of a difference it made, is you can Control Z to undo and Control Y to redo. So here's my Control Z, and here's my Control Y. Control Z, Control Y. Alright, so I kind of like this blur. I think it's just blurry enough. You can still see everybody, but you can't really make out high details. So I'm going to leave it at that, and join me again for the next video.